I want you to do something for me right now before we even begin. Slowly raise one arm up over your head, like you're reaching for a plate on a high shelf. If you felt a catch, a pinch, a deep ache, or if that arm just would not go all the way up the way it used to, then you are in exactly the right place, and I'm so glad you found this one. I'm Dr. Raymond Sinclair, and this is Senior Strength. I've spent 26 years as a physical therapist, most of them helping people in their 70s and 80s get their shoulders working again, and I can tell you that a stiff, achy shoulder is one of the most frustrating things to live with. It's the shoulder that catches when you reach for the seatbelt. It's the ache that wakes you at 2 in the morning when you roll onto that side. It's the trouble washing your own hair, or reaching back to tuck in a shirt, or pulling a coat on without wincing. Little things, but they wear you down. Here's my promise to you for the next little while. By the end of this one session, you'll know the single most important shoulder exercise for getting your reach back, plus a short, gentle routine to go around it. Nothing fancy, no weights, just a sturdy chair, a hand towel, and a wall. We'll go slow, we'll go safe, and I'll be right here with you the whole way. So let's get you set up. Before we move, the important part. This is educational coaching, not personal medical advice. If you've had a shoulder injury, a recent fall, any surgery on that shoulder, or your doctor has told you to be careful with it, please check with your own doctor or physical therapist before you start. Move only in a range that feels comfortable to you, stop if anything feels sharp, and keep that sturdy chair within reach. Good. Let's talk about why this happens, because once you understand it, the fix makes a lot more sense. Your shoulder is the most mobile joint in your whole body. Think about it. Your hip can only move so far, but your shoulder can swing in nearly a full circle. That freedom is wonderful, but it comes at a price. Because the shoulder moves so much, it doesn't sit in a deep, stable socket like the hip does. Instead, it relies on a little team of small, deep muscles to hold the ball steady in a shallow socket. We call that team the rotator cuff, and by rotator cuff, I just mean 4 small muscles wrapped around the top of your arm bone that keep your shoulder centered and safe. Now here's what happens with the years. Around the joint, there's a thin bag of tissue like a sleeve that holds the lubricating fluid in. We call it the capsule. As we get older, and especially if we stop reaching up and around, that capsule slowly tightens and shrinks, almost like a sweater that came out of the dryer too small. At the same time, that little rotator cuff team gets weaker if we don't ask it to work. And the more it aches, the less we reach. The less we reach, the more it stiffens. That's the trap so many people fall into. But here is the good news, and I mean this with all my heart. There is no age where you are too old to get stronger and looser. Your shoulder is listening, and today we start opening it back up, gently and safely. Let's warm up first, because we never ask a cold, stiff joint to work hard. Stand up if you can, with your chair right beside you so you can rest a hand on it for balance. We'll start with a slow standing march. Lift one knee, set it down, then the other, nice and easy, like you're walking in place. This gets your blood moving and warms your whole body. While you march, let your arms swing loosely at your sides, gentle and free, like ropes. About 30 seconds of this. There's no rush. We're just waking the body up and telling it that good things are coming. Now let's bring the warm-up right to the shoulders, and you can sit down for this part if you'd like. Sit tall, both feet flat on the floor. We'll start with slow shoulder rolls. Lift both shoulders up toward your ears, then roll them back and down, like you're drawing big, slow circles with the tops of your shoulders. Backward is the direction we want, because it opens the front of the chest. Do a few of those, smooth and unhurried. Feel how that already loosens things a touch. Next, a gentle shoulder blade squeeze. Imagine you're holding a small marble between your shoulder blades and you want to pinch it gently. Draw both shoulder blades back and down toward each other. Hold for a breath, then let go. This wakes up the muscles that anchor your shoulder, the ones between your shoulder blades, so the joint has a stable base to move from. A few of those. This gentle warm-up gets that fluid moving so the shoulder feels oiled and ready instead of dry and grabby. Lovely work. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Now for the move I really want you to remember, the one I'd keep if I could only give you a single exercise for the rest of this session. This is the king move for your shoulder, and it's called the table slide. Some folks call it a shoulder flexion slide, and flexion just means lifting your arm up in front of you. Here's why it's the king. Most people with a stiff shoulder cannot lift their arm overhead because lifting against gravity is too much for that weak, grabby joint. The table slide is brilliant because the table carries the weight of your arm for you. Your shoulder gets to practice reaching forward and up with almost no load at all. That's how we sneak the range back, a little more each day, without pain. Sit at a table or a sturdy counter, facing it, close enough that you can rest your forearm flat on the surface. Put a small hand towel under your hand so it slides easily. Now, keeping your hand and forearm resting on the table, simply slide your arm forward, letting your upper body bow gently from the hips as your arm reaches further and further out in front of you. Let your head follow, knot it down between your arms. Slide out as far as feels comfortable. Feel that gentle stretch open up the shoulder, then slowly slide back to the start. Smooth and slow. The cue I want is light and lazy. Let the table do the work. If you feel a sharp pain at any point, only go halfway, just to the edge of the stretch and no further. A gentle pull is good. A sharp catch is your signal to ease off. We're going to do about 10 of these slow slides. You're doing beautifully. Just keep that motion smooth, breathing out as you reach forward. Each slide, your fingertips travel a little further. That's your shoulder opening back up right there in real time. When you finish your slides, sit up tall, let that arm rest, and take a deep breath in and slowly out. Wonderful. Let's move to our second exercise, the pendulum, and this one is pure relief. Stand beside your chair and rest your good hand on the chair back for support. Let your stiff arm hang straight down toward the floor, completely loose and heavy, like a rope with a weight on the end. Now, instead of moving the arm with your shoulder, gently sway your whole body and let that hanging arm swing on its own in small, easy circles. The pendulum gently pulls the joint apart, by which I mean it makes a little breathing room in the shoulder so the achy surfaces aren't pressed together. Let it swing small circles one way, then the other. Keep that arm soft and heavy, don't muscle it. About 15 slow seconds each direction. There's nothing to force here. This is your shoulder getting a gentle floating massage from gravity. Lovely. Stand up, shake that arm out softly, breathe in, and slowly out. Third exercise, the wall walk, sometimes called the wall climb. Stand facing a wall, close, about a foot away. Place your fingertips on the wall at about shoulder height. Now, slowly, walk your fingers up the wall like a little spider climbing, taking your arm higher and higher in front of you. This builds right on top of the table slide. There, we let the table hold the arm. Here the wall supports it as you reach overhead, so you keep winning back that high reach, the one you need for the top shelf and for washing your hair. Walk those fingers up only as high as feels comfortable, then gently walk them back down. If your shoulder hikes up toward your ear, that's your signal to slow down and keep it relaxed. We'll do about 10 climbs up and down. Mark the spot on the wall in your mind where your fingers reach today, because in 2 weeks I promise you'll be higher. Beautiful work. Rest the arm. Deep breath in and slowly out. Our fourth exercise builds strength in that little rotator cuff team, the deep muscles that steady the shoulder. This one is the external rotation, and external rotation just means rotating your forearm outward, away from your belly, like you're opening a door. Stand next to a wall or a door frame, with the elbow of your stiff arm bent to a right angle and tucked snug against your side. Keep that elbow glued to your ribs. Now press the back of your hand gently into the wall, as if you're trying to rotate your forearm outward, but the wall won't let you move. You're pushing, but nothing actually moves. We call that a gentle hold, and it strengthens the muscle safely without any jerky motion. Press at about half your effort, nice and easy, hold for a slow count, then relax. If you feel any sharp pinch, ease the pressure right off. We'll do about 6 gentle presses. This is the move that steadies your shoulder and quiets a lot of that ache over time. Lovely. Let that arm rest, breathe in, and slowly out. Fifth, let's work on reaching behind your back, because that's the motion so many of us lose first. The one you need to fasten a bra, reach a back pocket, or tuck in a shirt. This is the behind the back towel reach. Take your hand towel and let your stiff arm hang down, then bring that hand around to the small of your back, palm facing out, holding one end of the towel. Bring your other hand up over the same side shoulder and grab the top of the towel, so the towel hangs down your back between your two hands, like you're drying your back after a shower. Now, very gently, use your top hand to draw the towel upward just a touch, which gently lifts your bottom hand a little higher up your back. Easy does it. You should feel a mild stretch at the front of the stiff shoulder, never a sharp one. Hold that gentle stretch for a slow breath, then ease back down. We'll do about 6 gentle reaches. Each one, your bottom hand creeps a little higher up your back. That's the reach behind coming home. Wonderful. Release the towel, breathe in, and slowly out. Our 6th and final exercise goes back to that anchor we warmed up, the shoulder blades, because a steady blade is what gives your shoulder a strong base to move from. This is the shoulder blade squeeze, and we'll do it with a little more intention now. Sit or stand tall, arms relaxed at your sides, elbows bent slightly. Draw both shoulder blades back and down, squeezing them gently toward each other and away from your ears, as if you're tucking them into your back pockets. We call this setting the shoulder blade, and it simply means parking the blade in a strong, stable spot. Hold that squeeze for a slow count of 3, feeling the muscles between your shoulder blades switch on, then slowly release. Don't let your shoulders creep up toward your ears, keep them long and low. This is the move that supports everything else, that helps your posture, and that keeps your shoulder healthy for years. We'll do about 8 of these gentle squeezes. You're doing so well. Last one, hold and release. Take a big deep breath in and slowly let it out. Now let's cool down, because a shoulder we've just opened up loves a gentle stretch to finish. 2 stretches, and we hold each one long and easy. The first is the cross-body shoulder stretch. Take your stiff arm and bring it straight across the front of your body toward the opposite shoulder. Now use your other hand to cradle it just above the elbow and gently draw it a little closer across your chest. You should feel a soft, comfortable stretch across the back of that shoulder, never a sharp pull. This stretches the back of the shoulder, the part that gets so tight when we hunch and reach forward all day. Breathe slowly and hold it for about 20 seconds. Let it soften with each breath out. Then gently let go and shake the arm loose. Our second stretch is the doorway chest stretch, and this one opens the front of the shoulder and chest, which counters all those years of rounding forward. Stand in an open doorway, place your forearm flat against the doorframe with your elbow at about shoulder height, bent like a goalpost. Now, very gently, step forward through the doorway with one foot, just a small step, until you feel a comfortable stretch across the front of your chest and shoulder. Easy. Only as far as feels good, never forced. This opens up the front of the joint that the capsule loves to tighten. Hold it. Breathe slow, about 20 seconds. Feel your chest open and your shoulder settle back where it belongs. Then step back, lower the arm, and let it rest. Beautiful. And that's our session. Look what you just did. You just trained every muscle that lifts your arm overhead, rotates it, reaches it behind your back, and steadies it through every motion of your day. That stiff, achy shoulder that wouldn't reach the shelf, that caught on the seatbelt, that ached at night, you just gave it exactly what it needs to start loosening and growing stronger. Now here's the part that truly matters. Do this short routine 3 times a week, and in about a month, those shoulders will feel like different shoulders, looser, stronger, and far less achy. Consistency is the whole secret. A little often beats a lot, once. To make that easy, I put this entire routine, with clear pictures of every move, the rep counts, and a simple progress tracker, into a short free guide for you. You'll find the link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Print it out, stick it on the fridge, and follow along. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment and tell me which move was the hardest for you today and which shelf you're going to reach for first once that shoulder is back. And if this helped you, please subscribe, because every week I bring you another gentle follow-along session to keep you strong, steady, and independent in your 70s and well beyond. Thank you for moving with me today. I'm so proud of you. Keep going, my friend, and I'll see you in the next one.